Louis leaders have a plan to make drivers slow down on a busy road in South City. And tomorrow, residents will have a chance to weigh in on those proposed changes. This plan covers a stretch of River de Pere Boulevard between Gravois and Interstate 55. New tonight, our John Kipper reports on the potential solutions and even the pushback from some who live in the area.
So many different options for what could happen.
Alderwoman Ann Schweitzer says South City residents will be presented with all possibilities on what to do on a stretch of city road known for speeding.
People are going too fast on this road.
The city is seeking to make changes to the River de Pere Carondelet corridor from Gravois to I-55. According to a city traffic study, 25% of drivers went more than 5 miles per hour above the speed limit when the speed limit is 40 miles per hour. But on the stretch that's only 30 miles an hour, that number jumps to above 80%.
Well, people are not going 30, so we really need to make sure people slow down so it's a safer street.
The city published preliminary recommendations on its website, and those include a road diet, eliminating lanes, so there's only one lane of traffic in both directions, and adding a raised median in parts to stop speeders from going around traffic.
Now, as you can tell, this entire stretch of road has virtually no sidewalks whatsoever. So Schweitzer says she's trying to make it more pedestrian friendly, in particular, potentially putting in a bike lane.
We can't just say we only care about cars and people who are driving. It has to prioritize all road users.
A lot more traffic, a lot more frustration.
Boulevard Heights resident Sarah Bishop believes taking out lanes would equal more time stuck in traffic.
I think traffic would be more congested, take longer to get anywhere, especially with this being the way to get to Highway 55.
It limits people the ability to drive comfortably.
Ditto from president of the Boulevard Heights Neighborhood Association, Keith Fairchild, who instead wants wider lanes of traffic to move vehicles along and more cops patrolling.
We don't need to reinvent traffic laws. We need to enforce the existing laws that are out there.
We need to make sure people are going slower speeds so that accidents are less severe, and that, frankly, our police officers are not needed for accidents. They can be patrolling the street.
The meeting is from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. on Monday at the Carondelet Recplex YMCA. In South City, John Kipper, First Alert 4.